128 Civics Questions for U.S. Citizenship Interview. Random order. Where is the Statue of Liberty? Where is the Statue of Liberty? New York Harbor. New York Harbor. Name one power of the U.S. Congress. Writes laws. How long do Supreme Court justices serve? For life. Why did the United States enter World War II? To support the Allied powers. Why is it important to pay federal taxes? Required by law. What is the capital of your state? Answers will vary. To find the capital of your state, please visit Thomas Jefferson is famous for many things. Name one. Writer of the Declaration of Independence. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. John Jay. It is important for all men age 18 through 25 to register for the Selective Service. Name one reason why. Required by law. Name one thing the U.S. Constitution does. Forms the government. Abraham Lincoln is famous for many things. Name one. Freed the slaves. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. Why is the Electoral College important? It decides who is elected president. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Mike Johnson. What does the President's Cabinet do? Advises the President. Who can vote in federal elections, run for federal office, and serve on a jury in the United States? Citizens. Why does the flag have 50 states? Why does the flag have 50 states? Because there are 50 states. Because there are 50 states. Name one power of the President. Vetoes bills. What amendment says all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are U.S. citizens? 14th Amendment. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? Senate and House of Representatives. What is the name of the national anthem? What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. The Star-Spangled Banner. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. Name one power that is only for the federal government. Print paper money. During the Cold War, what was one main concern of the United States? Communism. When did all women get the right to vote? After World War I. Name the three branches of government. Congress, President, and the courts. The Civil War had many important events. Name one. Lincoln was assassinated. How many U.S. senators are there? 100. Name one example of an American innovation. Landing on the moon. Name your U.S. representative. Answers will vary. To find your U.S. representative, please visit Supreme Court justices serve for life. Why? To be independent of politics. Who elects U.S. senators? Citizens from their state. What are two cabinet-level positions? Secretary of Labor, Secretary of State. Some states have more representatives than other states. Why? Because they have more people. What founding document was written in 1787? U.S. Constitution. Name one power that is only for the states. Give a driver's license. When did all men get the right to vote? After the Civil War. Why does each state have 2 senators? Equal representation for smaller states. What is Veterans Day? What is Veterans Day? A holiday to honor people in the United States military. A holiday to honor people in the United States military. The words life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are in what founding document? Declaration of Independence. Name one reason why the Americans declared independence from Britain. High taxes. James Madison is famous for many things. Name one. Father of the Constitution. Name two important ideas from the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution. Equality, liberty. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because there were 13 original colonies. Because there were 13 original colonies. Martin Luther King Jr. is famous for many things. Name one. Fought for civil rights. What is the capital of the United States? What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. The colonists came to America for many reasons. Name one. Freedom. How long is a term for a U.S. Senator? 6 years. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Free the slaves. How are changes made to the U.S. Constitution? Amendments. Name two promises that new citizens make in the Oath of Allegiance. Obey the laws of the United States. Be loyal to the United States. What is one part of the judicial branch? Supreme Court. Who is one of your state's U.S. Senators now? Answers will vary. To find your state's U.S. Senators, please visit George Washington is famous for many things. Name one. Father of our country. The American Revolution had many important events. Name one. Declaration of Independence. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Louisiana. How long is a term for a member of the House of Representatives? 2 years. What does the Bill of Rights protect? The basic rights of Americans. The executive branch has many parts. Name one. President. Who elects members of the House of Representatives? Citizens from their district. When did the Great Depression start? The Great Crash, 1929. Who does a member of the House of Representatives represent? Citizens in their district. Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War? Russia. What is the highest court in the United States? Supreme Court. How many voting members are in the House of Representatives? 435. The nation's first motto was E pluribus unum. What does that mean? The nation's first motto was E pluribus unum. What does that mean? Out of many, one. Out of many, one. Name one U.S. military conflict after the September 11, 2001 attacks. War in Iraq. How many seats are on the Supreme Court? 9. Dwight Eisenhower is famous for many things. Name one. General during World War II. What founding document said the American colonies were free from Britain? Declaration of Independence. What did the Civil Rights Movement do? Fought to end racial discrimination. Name 3 national U.S. holidays. Name 3 national U.S. holidays. New Year's Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day. New Year's Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day. Name the United States war between the North and the South. The Civil War. Why did the United States enter the Korean War? To stop the spread of communism. What is the form of government of the United States? Republic. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The Vice President of the United States. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States. What U.S. war ended slavery? The Civil War. Why do U.S. representatives serve shorter terms than U.S. senators? To more closely follow public opinion. What is the supreme law of the land? U.S. Constitution. What are the three rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom of religion. How many amendments does the U.S. Constitution have? 27. Who is Commander-in-Chief of the United States military? The President. Why is the Declaration of Independence important? It says all people are created equal. Why did the United States enter World War I? To support the Allied powers. How many senators does each state have? 2. What are two examples of civic participation in the United States? Vote. Run for office. Many documents influenced the United States Constitution. Name one. Federalist Papers. Alexander Hamilton is famous for many things. Name one. One of the writers of the Federalist Papers. Benjamin Franklin is famous for many things. Name one. U.S. diplomat. Who appoints federal judges? The President. What part of the federal government writes laws? U.S. Congress. There were 13 original states. Name 5. New Hampshire, New York, New Jersey, North Carolina, South Carolina. Who signs bills to become laws? The President. How many Supreme Court justices are usually needed to decide a case? 5. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4th, 1776. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? Citizens of their state. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? American Indians. How can people become United States citizens? Naturalize. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. The President of the United States is in charge of which branch of government? Executive branch. Who was the president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. What war did the Americans fight to win independence from Britain? American Revolution. The President of the United States can serve only 2 terms. Why? Because of the 22nd Amendment. Why were the Federalist Papers important? They supported passing the U.S. Constitution. Name one leader of the women's rights movement in the 1800s. Susan B. Anthony. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Cherokee. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Donald Trump. What group of people was taken and sold as slaves? Africans. What is Memorial Day? What is Memorial Day? A holiday to honor soldiers who died in military service. A holiday to honor soldiers who died in military service. The President of the United States is elected for how many years? 4 years. Who is the governor of your state now? Answers will vary. To find the governor of your state, please visit What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? Terrorists attacked the United States. What was the Great Depression? Longest economic recession in modern history. There are 3 branches of government. Why? Checks and balances. What is the economic system of the United States? Capitalism. Who vetoes bills? The President. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. World War I. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? J.D. Vance. What is Independence Day? The country's birthday. What is one way Americans can serve their country? Vote. There are 4 amendments to the United States Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Any citizen can vote. Why did the United States enter the Persian Gulf War? To force the Iraqi military from Kuwait. The U.S. Constitution starts with the words, "We the people." What does "we the people" mean? Self-government. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Civil War. Why did the United States enter the Vietnam War? To stop the spread of communism. What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment? Powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it with your friends.